Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. Oh my god. So, just real quick, we're getting ready to have, is this dinner? Is that what meal this is? You can tell I'm a little, not completely focused. The objective today was to retrieve mail and record mail. This is really important for a variety of reasons because we are getting to the end of Extra Life. A week or so, I guess more than a week ago, 2 weeks ago-ish, I had said, you know, if you want to send in a Wii game for Extra Life, that's totally cool, but please have it postmarked by the end of September. That's going to help us a lot. I said that because we went to pick up mail today, and we wanted to have a little time to make sure it got there. So we went and picked up mail today, and we've had some other things that we had to do today, but then also we were recording it. This is the most mail we've ever had. The most mail. I very stupidly did not take a video clip of it, but I took a photo of it earlier when it was upstairs, which doesn't fully illustrate how much there is. But there was 50, somewhere between like 50 and 60 individual packages. Now, admittedly, a lot of those are individual mailers, but still, that's a lot. And also, there were still a ton of big boxes. To put this into perspective for how much mail this is, when we record mail, we do it with the Blackmagic Cinema camera, and it records, on a 1 terabyte solid-state drive, it records 160 minutes. Almost always, we can do 2 mail months on that drive. Well, we filled that drive, and we have not finished mail. So that kind of tells you how much mail there was. So right now we've done like 2.5 hours of filming, and there's, I don't know how much more, a good bit more. So we've done what we could. We're now dumping that drive to my media drive, so we have a backup, and then we'll erase the drive so we can record more mail. But we needed, while it was doing all of that, we needed to take a break and eat some food. There's just so much mail. As always, because any time that we do a mail video, the immense generosity shows through, and we appreciate it. But like now more than ever, so much of this mail video is Wii games, because we're approaching Extra Life and getting ready to finish up, or attempt to finish up the Wii library. And there's so many of you that sent stuff in, and we appreciate it. Surprisingly, not that many duplicates. It's kind of wild. There's a lot of copies of Quantum of Solace for some reason, but otherwise there's really not that many duplicates in there, which was impressive to me, because this is definitely where I would expect all the duplicates to occur, and there's been very, very few. But there's a ton of games. And then we still have a few more boxes of stuff to open. I suspect there's probably more games in those as well. My goal is, first eat. And then we're going to finish up mail. I don't know what the total runtime of it's going to be. It's going to be high. Dan's going to be so thrilled that this huge mail video to edit in the middle of getting everything else ready for Extra Life. He'll be fine. We got to do that, and then before I go to bed, I would like to have the list updated. So before this vlog ends, I'm going to tell you the new number of Wii games that we're missing. Because before we started, it was 125, and I knew that we had games here. It was very obvious, but it, hadn't done mail yet. So I'm gonna eat, finish the mail video, log all the games, and then find out what our remaining number is, because it's got to be low. There are so many games in there that are new that we have not seen before. So it took another hour to record the rest of mail, but it doesn't end there. Because after mail is recorded, we have to do the cleanup. And there is so much to clean up. There is games to put away, which have to be cataloged first. Then we have to take stuff out of the boxes so the boxes can be broken down, especially because tomorrow is when we're planning on going to the recycling center and recycling all the cardboard. So it's late. It's very, very, very late. And when Mao had all the games lined up on the floor, or at least all the Wii games, I snapped a photo. So I did grab a photo of that. And there was a bunch of other games too, like spanning all sorts of consoles. Nintendo DS, PSP, PlayStation 2, 3. There was just a lot of stuff, but especially Wii games. And I know that folks are going to be curious how many we're missing. And the number has been reduced to 74. That's huge. Because I believe that we were at 125 or 124, something like that. Regardless, 50 games. That is a big deal. And were there duplicates? Yeah, sure, there were duplicates. But the more important thing is that 50 games, when there was only 125 remaining, is like, that's a huge chunk of the stuff we were missing. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you all so much. Especially because some of the games in there are just incredibly rare. I said it in the mail video, but there's a series of games that I've never seen before, and I actually talked to Roland about them, because Roland's worked in a game store for 15 years, and I mentioned the games to him, and he's like, I have never once seen any of the games come through the store, and there's like 6 or 7 of them. They're all in a particular racing series, and he's like, I've never seen any of them come in the store. Which, I mean, you know, if he hasn't seen them, I'm like, well, then they must be hard to find. But we got everything cataloged, so if you're interested in seeing what's remaining, you can use the collection list. Like I said, 74 games. Some of them are double packs. A lot of the double packs are right at the top. So, like, we have both of the games that are in the double packs. They're just in the list because they have their own unique UPC and technically count as a separate game. But do we need those in time for Extra Life? No. So the actual count's probably closer to 70, which, you know, is still a lot, but gosh darn it, I'm satisfied. I'm super satisfied. There are almost 1,200 games now that we have for Extra Life, and there's a chance that people may donate towards something that we don't have, but it's increasingly unlikely, just because we have so many of them at this point. So yeah, at this point, I'm going to reach out to Thomas, because Thomas, for whatever reason, Pensacola's got a ton of game stores. So I'm going to reach out to Thomas, and because he said he was going to check his game store, so he'll have this kind of like finalized list of the last 74 games we're missing, to see if he can find any of them in Pensacola, and then he can mail them up. I'll talk to a few other people I know who wanted to help out and see if there's any last minute stuff that they plan on sending in. And then we'll kind of have a pretty finalized list of what is and isn't available. And I'll probably just make a little section on the Extra Life page that's like, hey, these are the games that we do not have. If you donate towards them, they'll be put towards a comparable game or roulette. Oh, you wanted How to Train Your Dragon 2? Well, it's going towards How to Train Your Dragon 1. Because we currently do not have the second one. So, yeah. As I mentioned before, you know, I know that there were some folks that were sending in games late. If you do, you know, I'm going to try and... I'll probably have my parents check mail, but we'll probably have them check mail like one time before Extra Life. Probably just a few days before, and then we'll just, if there's anything in there, we'll open it and throw it into the library. But again, at this point, I don't suspect that we're going to completely finish the library, but I think everyone should give themselves a hand. We got really freaking close, and we will be doing Wii again next year. That's an entire year to finish a very small amount, at least comparatively, of the library. So everyone should give themselves a hand. And again, thank you so much for helping. I can't wait to see what this year is going to hold. It's going to be really, God, it's going to be wacky. It's going to be really wacky. Now, the last thing I got to do, I think I've explained this before, but we record the mail onto this. This is the solid state drive that gets attached to the Blackmagic. It's a terabyte, holds 160 minutes. We filled it up. In total, 1.4 terabytes of footage, which is the biggest mail video ever. So I've got this, normally Dan and I use a 1 terabyte external to exchange mail information, but I had to break out the 2 terabyte. This is actually an external drive I bought while we were in Japan. And I think I told the story on the vlog of like trying to communicate with the salesperson to find where they were in the store, and that was fun. But it was an adventure because I needed additional space to hold footage. I have a 4 terabyte external that's a really small form factor like this that I take with me on trips, but it wasn't enough space. We shot so much stuff in Japan that I needed more space, so I had to pick up an additional 2 terabyte. But now I can use it to give Dan this copious amount of mail. It's going to take him a while to get through it. Obviously, I don't know when the video will go up, but the game list is at least up to date. And I'm sure Dan is going to get mail out to you guys as soon as he possibly can. Definitely before Extra Life. Which is 17 days away? Something like that. I gotta go to sleep. We have breakfast stream in the morning, and then after that we have a huge day. Because tomorrow is the last day before strict quarantine, so we have to get groceries. Oh boy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sending stuff in. Sincerely appreciate it. And as always, let's be back tomorrow, shall we? Can you not get comfy on my lap? Are you having a trouble? He's just been twirling in circles. Little stinker.